Alright, so my pretty little baby, I put her in these PJs last night. And now I got her all dressed while she's sleeping. We gotta get going. And her cute little outfit, her little flower socks. I have flowers up here too. And then her little polka dot pants and her star shirt. My baby's adorable. And James is adorable too. Look at him. He's such a good man when he's not making noise when he's sleeping. Like, oh, I love him. Right? Not asking questions, not playing video games. Don't expect him to do anything because he's sleeping. Yeah. So I need to grab Karina. We gotta get going. We're gonna go down the pantry. And it is 11:41 already. Yeah. So this is what we're doing, my beautiful baby. She's so perfect. Can't really see her face from that angle. She's so perfect. My little baby girl is so perfect. I swear she grows at night. Like, she wakes up and she's just a little bit bigger. Yeah. Look at you. Oh, I love you. You peeking? Are you peeking? Mama has to go put you in the car seat. We gotta get going. Okay. Alright, so good morning. Good actual morning. We are finally in the car and we're going down to the pantry. James said that he'll spend some time with us if I pick out some paid activities that he's willing to go to. Now, I think the free activities are just as good. I think they're even better because you're going to it and the only thing you're spending on it is gas money to get there and you're not stressing about your budget. James doesn't do the budget. And he thinks that he has an endless supply of money somehow. We don't make that much money a year. We don't have that much money a month. A lot of times we're out of money before the end of the month. And there's a lot of month left and no money left. So, I mean, I don't know where he thinks he has money. But he thinks that he has money. And he thinks that he could do a lot of things at once. I think that we could save every dime that we can and not spend money on things that we don't need. I mean, I think that that's where we're at. But I am more financially savvy. I think most women usually are, unless they're spenders. But I mean, usually women hold the purse strings, which James absolutely hates. He wants to be able to spend money on whatever, whenever, and not worry about the bills, and then have me magically have money to pay these bills. The bills that are actually killing us are lot rent, because it's $720 a month, and the student loan payments, which are his student loan payments. I would not move forward with my life after college until I got all my student loans paid off. It took me 2 years of, working around the clock and sending every extra dime that I had to my student loans. James is not willing to do that. He thinks that is, I don't know. He thinks that I'm just a boring person a lot. Like, I'm just boring. I think that people are doing well when they are paying all their bills and they're paying them on time and, they're being really responsible with their money. You're not stopping at the Burger King for a $1 sandwich every day, or, you're not stopping at the store for, an $8 pack of cigarettes, which is crazy to me because I don't smoke. And, I will pack food. I will not buy a single thing out of the house. I will not buy food out of the house because I have enough food. I hope that's the road at my house to cover it, or else I'll go someplace free for lunch. I will not spend a dime on food. There's no reason to. In my book, we don't have the money to. There's no reason to. James, on the other hand, will be like, "Oh, I want pizza tonight. It'd be okay if we get pizza?" And I tell him no like a million times until pizza place is closed or whatever, because I'd much rather just make dinner. But then again, if I'm making dinner, that I'm responsible for the dishes before dinner, for the dishes after dinner, for the dinner that I'm preparing, for putting the food away. Everything is my responsibility, according to James. But when he was at home, I don't think that he remembers that I was the one who was doing dishes because he was cooking. So he would cook, I would do the dishes, and since he made the meal, it was my job to put dinner away. I didn't get a packed lunch from him. I was sacking apples with me, like bringing a sack of apples with me everywhere I went. So like I'd have apples, or like I'd bring like a box of cereal with me, so like I had cereal and apples, you know, like from job to job to job, like, and then I wouldn't buy anything out of the house because, well, I've always been a penny pincher. I've always been like, nope, I don't need that, let's, you know, go this way, you know, and I've always spent so much money on James, like his habits, and, you know, like the coffee that he drinks was so expensive back then, like, you know, I didn't know really about pantries back then, so I was paying for everything out of pocket, and, you know, it was just so hard, because here I was trying to get something paid off, and, you know, pay my bills on time, and then save money. And then, you know, I had savings accounts that I would use sometimes to pay my bills and be like, oh my gosh, because I had money stolen from me 2 times. And I was just like, yeah, I lost $600 the one time, I lost $800 the second time. I was like, nope, not doing that anymore. So, you know, but the one time I had a fallback plan, I sold a house that I inherited from my father the first time, and like the second time I just earned the money back. You know, the second time my store got robbed. The first time someone actually stole money from me. I know who it was. And, you know, Alexis was just, probably thought that she needed the money more than I did. I don't know how, because I worked all the time and she never worked, and she'd just steal things from people. But whatever, it's the past, and it was only $600, and I should have realized it was gone before I did, because I was giving money to James, which is awful, because, you know, Alexis had stolen money, but I was giving money to James, realized I had given him too much, realized I didn't have enough money for rent, and then I was like, oh, I'll just go to my house fund, and then realized my house fund was gone. I was like, wow, that sucks. Like, it just sucked. It was just such, and I didn't have enough money to fund everything that I was doing. And I think that James starts spending more time at home, this road, and less time out with his friends, maybe we'll actually save some money. So he says bowling, which is kind of expensive, but not really. There we go. Picnic lunches, which we could do just fine for free. Hiking, which we could do for free. Any day of the week, we could go like every Saturday night after I burn through my daily activities. You know, let's go hiking. I just need to find like a space around here where it's appropriate for a 2-year-old to go hiking. Everyone has to wear umbrellas because the ticks are bad. The ticks are out. The ticks are bad. They're everywhere. And they just lunge on you. They're like, oh my gosh. You know, here's, you know, I'm a parasite to you, but you're a host to me. So, like, you know, yeah, the ticks are bad. But I have to find a bowling lane because he says bowling. He wants to go shoot pool. I'm not shooting pool with the 2-year-olds. I mean, I think that is just a bad idea. But he says pool. He says camping. So I'm making a camping trip. I want to move out to North Carolina, and James only wants to move to places that he's actually physically been to. And so I'm making a camping trip out to North Carolina in the summer. Maybe we could actually do that this year or next year, depending on our funds. But I don't think that we're going to be moving for at least 2 years because we need to save money. The reason why we did this move was because we got a 60-day notice, and, you know, December was winter and freezing, and, you know, we had to find someplace to live before we got kicked out. I wasn't doing the squatters' rights, and it sucked, too, because we paid all of our bills on time. Oh. Is this place not open? I'll find out in a second. They're not open. Why? Oh, that bites. That bites. They're closed because it's Memorial Day weekend. I should have realized that. But we tried. The 2 backpacks. Oh yeah, baby, 2 backpacks. I tried, and that's all you could do is just try and make things on time and make things work. And, you know, they have this thing, like, if you're not failing if you're trying, you know. But, yeah, they're closed today, which sucks. Which means I am gonna go get bread. I need bread. I will survive until Wednesday. It's no bigs. It's already gonna be Monday tomorrow, like Tuesday, and then Wednesday. I will survive. We will be fine. So yeah, we are gonna go get bread. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like going out to like the movies for the three of us, if we were actually paid for it, it's like $20 a ticket. That's $60 for 3 people. You know, 3 people, $60 for one night, for one event. You know that movie that we saw in the park the other day, Moana, like the ocean? They're doing that movie again at a different location for $10 a car. You know, like, you can go to the pay ones. Like, there are ones that you need to pay for. And, you know, you could sift through the ones that are like, oh my gosh, you know, we're going to go and have a blast at this movie. And pay $10 a car. Or we could go to the same movie at a different location for free. You know, doing the same event. Same thing, same event, same amount of fun, same amount of nostalgia, same amount of, like, you know, wow, my mother spent the time looking for this event for me and, you know, thinking that I'm going to enjoy this, you know, but I'm going to have to find a pool hall somewhere in town. I don't know. I'm not from here. I'm not from any of the places that we've been living for a long time now. You just become from somewhere because you live there for a while, you know, but yeah, I don't really know much about this town yet, besides from I hate the paid parking. I hate it. And that I'm trying to find parking around town that is free that I am willing to walk from. So, you know, it's what it is, and, you know, that's just me, though. I mean, I am pretty much just a penny pusher, you know, when it comes to everything. And, yeah, I don't see the reason to spend a dime on anything that you don't need. So, like, James and I, we have conflicting values. Like, he wants the same end goal that I want. A nice, steady, stable place to live. That's well maintained and well taken care of, but he wants someone else to do a little for him. You know, stuff like that. Alright, we are here. We're gonna go do buggy rides in the car because she likes this particular cart. That's why I came to this particular store. So, I'm so disappointed in myself that I forgot that Wednesday was Wednesday and that I missed pantry. If I realized it was Wednesday, I wouldn't have missed pantry. So, I knew it was Wednesday, like, most of the day, too, and I knew I had pantry. I need to put it in my calendar. So, buggy rides. We're gonna have so much fun doing buggy rides. My baby. So let's use everyone. Bump, bump. What colors do you see?
Light purple.
Light purple? And you see white, right? And yellow. And you see pink and white.
And green.
And lots of green leaves. Look at these ones.
There are plants in by water.
Yeah, they need to water them so they grow. They need water, sunlight, and soil. Photosynthesis, photosynthesis, photosynthesis.
Do photosynthesis.
That's right, they make photosynthesis. They use the sunlight to make their food.
What's going on now?
What's going on with that? It's an alarm going off. We'll probably have to walk back through this because I think the buggies are on the other side. I'm not sure. We'll find out in a minute.
That's a buggy.
That's his buggy. Yeah, we're getting a special one.
That's a girl.
That's a girl, yeah. It is a girl. Found one! Just for you! You want to go in it?
Yeah. I'm excited.
You're excited, yeah. Did I find one I'm like, I don't know if we're gonna find one. I'm like, oh, there's one, we found one. She starts laughing. You are so cute.
I'm going.
You want to go in? There's your buggy. Okay, forget around.
Hey! Whoa!
Whoa! I love this store because of this cart that she flips it. Yeah, I'll take my daughter anywhere she can do it. Because it just makes it so much more fun. Let's go this way. See how much the sunscreen is.
I'm funny.
You are funny. Are you so happy? 2 for 6. Wow. You were just a box of smiles, huh? You were just a box of smiles. Look at you driving.
Beep beep.
Beep beep. You're so cute. Say, we found a cookie sampling. Let's see. Brownie cookies. I should just take an oatmeal raisin too. We'll take a brownie. And an oatmeal. Baby, what are you saying? No, you're not gonna say it again? What'd you say? I missed it. Something about something being happy? Are you happy?
No.
You certainly look happy. Yeah, it was her turn. She got to go first. Mama's not in a rush. Mama's not gonna rush around anywhere. Mama's never in a rush, really. Unless we have like an appointment sometimes. Oh, look at it. There's red stuffs. We're getting close. It's probably down the end aisle. Hi, baby. Still working on that cookie? For some reason, I like Housework stuff. This is where I wind up there browsing.
Yeah, blue microphone and green microphone.
A blue microphone and a green microphone? Yeah, very cool, baby. That is pretty cool.
Mom,
Yeah, Angel.
I'm sick.
You see the kites? Aren't they pretty cool? Do you like the feeling of that?
I want to drive.
You want to drive with it for a little bit? While it glows? We'll go get another cookie too before we go. But we have to put it back. We're going to Bubble Show. Put it back. That's right. Good baby. She's so used to not getting anything that she's just like, yeah, put it back.
That's one. Oh, yeah.
It's $4.99 though. We don't need it. Oh, what are these? Oh, hummingbird feeders. That's pretty cool.
I love those.
You love those? You don't even know what these are. Hot chocolate pecans, yogurt raisins. Hey, you wanna try it? What do you think?
Mom, some.
they have this color here. That's awesome. And look, they have a 2-pack for $19.99. These are the colors that we already have. But I like this color. Did you have a magical shopping trip? Lots of cart rides and we're gonna get lots of free samples today? You know, we feel pretty good. No idea where the car is. Oh, there it is. We found it. Yay! We're gonna have to go put the cart back where we found it so the next little kid can have it, okay? So after we empty out the cart, we're gonna do another buggy ride and then we'll walk back to the car. Surprised she wanted to get out. Alright, do you want to see the flowers? You want to touch them? No? You want to get going? You're all done? Alright, let's go. Let's go, baby. Do you want any more samples before we go? What do you want? Salami? Okay. Let's go get some. Oh, that's so good. We love free, right? We love free. Will you wrap your legs back around me and not try to get down? Just until we get to the car. Do. That was so much fun. I'm so glad we decided to come. Free samples everywhere. In the store today. We got hot dogs and bread and carol draw. What's that? It's all gone. Did you enjoy it? That was hard salami. You like it? That lady was so nice, right? Mwah. They love you. All right.
She got a nice hat.
Yeah, she has a nice little visor on the hat because she's selling stuff. She's giving stuff away, actually. She's a nice lady. All nice people today. Very nice. We're very lucky. Very blessed. All right, let's go home and enjoy the rest of our day, okay? See that? I'm starting to know where like little things are in my neighborhood. So, I mean, I think that that's really, really great. So I could get to and from one of the stores without using the GPS and to and from another store without using the GPS, which is wonderful. And yeah, that means I get to do videos if I want. Well, I go to and from places. But yeah, we had so much fun. The lady inside the store used to buy food for her job, like as a job. And so she got like a whole bunch of free samples because apparently Sam's Club and BJ's and stuff opened up the doors an hour early to people who was buying like company food for people. And, you know, they gave out a bunch of free samples and she was like, oh, I love Tuesdays at BJ's. So I think that that was pretty cool. This is my road. And so let this guy go and then we'll go. And yeah, that was pretty cool. She was so nice. She gave us a hard salami sample. She gave us each 2 of them for Karina and I. That was really nice of her. And we got some cookie samples. They were giving out cookies at the front of the store. No one was manning them. So I took 4 cookies throughout the entire, like, you know, stroll through the store in the buggy. And Karina had 2. Well, really, she had, like, a couple bites of one and a couple bites of another one. I ate the rest of it. And then I gave her a little dark chocolate covered cashew, so I thought she might enjoy that. And yeah, so I like to go to the store and just mosey around, like Karina riding the buggy rides until she's ready to get out usually. I was actually really surprised, so at the end of our shopping trip, she was like, okay, get me out. And I'm like, really? You're not gonna scream and cry? Like, this is awesome. So we really lasted a long time in the store, long enough for her to be like, yep, get me out, I'm done. And I think that that's pretty awesome. So now we are going to go home and we are going to try and wake up James. I'm going to make coffee for him. Now James likes me to be a little bit of like a slave to him, so I'm going to have to make coffee and then he's going to want me to make eggs and whatever else. We have corned beef and hash right now, which is fine because I could actually open the can easily. That's the hardest part about making it. So we're gonna probably have eggs and corned beef and hash. And I have bread, so I'm going to be making chicken salad sandwiches or chicken fish sandwiches tonight or this afternoon. And it's a Saturday, so soup and sandwiches is really my go-to for Saturdays and Sundays because it's light and it's easy. And it's actually Sunday, it's not Saturday anymore. And then tomorrow's Monday, so it'd be nice to have some lunch meat and some sandwiches for James for Monday. So we could do that because I have frozen lunch meat. James is always like, you should get extra bread and freeze it. It's like, I don't want to freeze the bread. I don't like the way, I don't know. I don't want to freeze the bread. But, we could technically get extra bread and freeze it, but I don't know. I think that people just run out of bread sometimes. I think he has to be okay with that. So we're gonna go get the mail. I love the sky. It looks like we live like by the beach or something. We don't. But like the sky with the rolling clouds is just such, to me, beach type rain lake weather. But yeah, this is what we're doing today. Nothing too shabby, and you know, we're not doing any activities today. I don't have anything on my schedule really for today, besides from the one thing I went to that was closed. Unfortunately, I should have realized it was closed. And then tomorrow I have two options. I can either go to the parade and they're giving out free pastries, hot dogs, hamburgers, stuff like that, or I could go to the other parade and do the Bubble Festival. The one parade is 58 minutes away from me or something like that. It's pretty far. And the other one is really, really close, and it has free food, and has the parade. I'm not really much of a parade person, to be quite honest. Like, I do actually go to the parades and, you know, enjoy them, I guess, but parades don't always like my thing. I think they're kind of boring, I guess, but, you know. But I would go to the parade because Karina would enjoy it, even if I am not that thrilled about it. But, yeah. And it's such a beautiful day today. It really is.
Help me.
Help me?
Cut the
To cut the food. Can you bring it towards me?
in the closet.
I'm in the closet. She's just so disrespectful towards me. I'm rocking my child and you're disturbing my sleep. Oh, the FOI. Like, stop talking to me like that.
I cut it that. That way on the thing.
Yeah, you cut it that way on the thing.
And cut it on that thingy.
On the thingy? You cut it on that thingy?
Mm-hmm.
With the knife?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a good girl.
This is bad for my teeth.
It's bad for your teeth if you want to stick your teeth on it? Yeah. Let's not stick our teeth anymore.
It's bad for Mama's teeth for the knife. If you get hurt, the teeth is will fall out. Your teeth.
Squish. Squish. Stop chewing on the plastic.
Read a book.
Read a book. That's what my plan was. Mama has a book up here I want to actually read you. I haven't read to you. It's been a while.
Well, like
The other day, I was like, oh, I haven't seen that book.
Welcome to the garden.
Welcome to the garden. That's awesome.
Welcome to our garden.
Mama, how long will you love Ma?
Mama! Oh,
Mama.
who cut the garden?
Cut the bread. You're holding it awfully tight, baby. Put it down, okay? Good. real quick. Karina. Use the back of it as a cutting board, okay?
To eat it.
To eat it. To cut it and to eat it. Alright, see if that does you any better.
Happy birthday to you.
A happy birthday to you. Okay?
And use it on the table.
I'm going to use it on the table.
As you can eat it.
As you can eat it, yep. Mama, how long will you love me? Mama, how long will you love me? Where's my squish? There's my squish. Come here. In a brambly forest, Sammy asked, how long will you be my mama? Always, said Mama. Remember this book? Underneath a big old elm, Sammy asked, Mama, how long will you love me? Always, Mama smiled. How long is always? Sammy asked. Miles and miles, forever, said Mama. As high as a giant tree. Look at that giant tree, Karina. It's huge. As magical as a starry night. Look at the starry night.
Hello, I'm cutting
You are cutting.
on the table.
As wild as a windy day. As wondrous as a winter snow. As tricky as an autumn mist. As soft as a cloudy sky. As slow as a sleepy noon. As light as a pink balloon. As fresh as a summer shower. As gentle as a springtime wing. As secret as a birthday wish. As far as the milky moon. As deep as the deep blue sea.
And cut it on 16 pieces.
16 pieces. Good job. Can you eat the cheese? As quiet as a falling star. As warm as a bedtime snuggle. As sweet as a honey kiss. As precious as you and me. Will there always be you and me? Asked Sammy. Miles and miles forever, whispered Mama. What is my little troublemaker up to, huh? You making trouble, trying to chew on things? Yeah, you wouldn't be such a troublemaker if you didn't chew everything.
Yeah.
Come here. Oh,
I love it.
you're such a good boy. Come here, come here, come here. Relax. You're so cute. You're so baby. You're such a baby. You're so cute. You know that you're my good boy. Even when you're chewing on things. I don't say you want to chew on everything though. I hear that too. Alright, let's take out another book. I'm going to turn this around so I can actually see what I can see. What you guys can see in the movie. There we go. See, I don't even know what I can see before. Now I do. At least now I know I can see my girl. The man who didn't wash his dishes. The man who didn't wash his dishes.
The man who didn't wash his dishes.
Yeah. There was once a man who lived all alone in a little house on the edge of a town. He didn't have any wife or children, so he always cooked his own supper, cleaned his own house by himself, and made his own bed. Look at him, Karina.
Yeah.
Going home to his house. He has his own little house where he takes good care of himself.
One night he came home hungrier than usual, so he made himself a big, big supper. It was a very good supper. He liked to cook and he could make good things to eat. But there were so... But there was so much of it that he grew very, very tired by the time he finished. He just sat back in his chair and he felt as full as he could be and decided he'd leave the dishes in the sink till the next night. And then he would wash them all at once. Look at his kitten. Oh, you making dinner? But the next night he was twice as hungry. So he cooked twice as big as a supper. Now I want food on my plate. You gonna give that to me?
You like it?
I love it, baby. It's beautiful.
Put that on my plate.
Absolutely. But the next night he was twice as hungry, so he cooked twice as big as a supper, and it took twice as long to eat it. And was twice as tired by the time he'd finished. So he left those dishes in the sink too. Look at his dishes, Karina. Look at his dishes start to pile up. See him? He has too many dishes to begin with. Well, as the days went by, he got hungrier and hungrier, and more tired. So he never washed his dishes. After a while, there were so many dirty dishes that he didn't... Squish! You wanted to be in here. Get down. You want me to let you out there? Why don't you relax? Oh. So he never washed his dishes. After a while, there were so many dirty dishes that they didn't all fit in the sink. So he began to pile them on the table.
On the floor.
Yeah.
See it? It goes in the freezer.
Yes, it does.
It starts to hit the button.
Soon the tables were so full that he began to put them on the bookshelves. When they were full, he put them just everywhere he could find an empty space.
If you can put it in the freezer, if you put it in the freezer, open.
Soon he had them piled on the floor too. In fact, the floor got to be so full of dishes that he had a hard time getting into his house at night. They were even piled against the door. Oh my goodness. Hey, you listen to the story at all? Look at his dishes. They're even piled against the door. See them? They're everywhere. Look at his cap.
I put it in my computer as an ivy control.
Yeah, it's an ivy control. Then one night he looked in his closet and found that there wasn't one clean dish left.
If you put it in your eye, if you can broke it.
Yeah, you can break it. I have to take you back to the eye doctor again soon. He was hungry enough to eat out of anything, so he ate out of the soap dish from the bathroom. It was too dirty for him to use again the next night, so he used one of the ashtrays.
Finger drive. Finger drive.
Finger drive, finger drive, where are you? Here you are, how do you do? Pretty soon, he had used up all the ashtrays. Then he ate of some clean flower pots he had found down in the cellar. When they were all used up, he ate out of the candy dishes and drank water from the vases. That he used everything up. Finally, he used up everything, even the pots he cooked his food in, and he didn't know what to do. He was so unhappy. His whole house was full of dirty dishes, and dirty flower pots, and dirty ashtrays, and dirty candy trays. Squish, don't bite on that. Hey, Squish. Stop it. Give me that. Stop it. Dirty pots and dirty soap dishes. He couldn't find his books or his alarm clock or even his bed anymore. He didn't sit down to think because even his chairs were filled with dishes and he couldn't find the sink so he could wash them. But then all of a sudden it began to rain and the man got an idea. Aha, he goes. He drove his big truck around to the side of the house and he piled all the dishes into it. And all the vases and all the flower pots and all the ashtrays and all the candy dishes and all the soap dish. And he drove the truck out into the rain. The rain fell. There you go. The rain fell on everything and soon all the things were clean again. The rain had washed them. Look at his kitty in the truck with them. That kitty follows him everywhere. We have a kitty like that, don't we? There he goes. There he goes. Then the man carried everything back. Then the man carried everything back into the house. He put the dishes in the dish closet. He put the pots in the pot closet. He put the ashtrays on the table. He put the candy dishes on the shelves. The flower pots in the cellar, the vases in their places, and the soap dish in the bathroom. He was so very, very tired after carrying everything back and putting it away that he decided from then on he would always wash his dishes just as soon as he had finished his supper. New Indian boys. The next night, when he came home, he cooked his supper, and when he had finished eating it, he washed the dishes and put them right away. And he did this every night after that. The man is very happy now. He can find his chairs, and he can find his alarm clock, and he can find his bed. And it's easy for him to get into his house, too, because there are no more dishes piled up on the floor or anywhere. Happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Yay! Rumpelstiltskin. Once upon a time, there was a poor miller and his beautiful daughter. One morning, the king came riding by and stopped to talk to the miller. The miller wanted to say something interesting, so he said, "King, I have a daughter." "I suppose she is beautiful," said the king. "Oh, yes, she is beautiful," the miller said. "But she is more than that. My daughter can spin straw into gold." "Spin straw into gold," said the king. Well, tell your daughter to come to me this evening." That evening, the miller's daughter came to the king, and he took her into the little room. There was nothing in the room but a heap of straw, a chair, and a spinning wheel. Now spin, said the king. If you do not spin all the straw into gold by morning, you must die. The king locked the door and went away. Now the poor miller's daughter was all alone. She really did not know how to spin straw into gold. She did not know what to do, so she began to cry. Suddenly the door opened. A tiny little man came in. "Good evening, miller's daughter," he said. "Why are you crying?" "Oh," she said, "oh, the king told me to spin the straw into gold, and if it's not done by morning, I must die." "Wait, what will you give me if I do it for you?" "Squish, I swear to God." Look, James doesn't want me to make noise, so I can't read and I can't do anything around him, so stay out then. It's just gonna get me into trouble. It's constantly flooding about. "What will you give me if I do it for you?" the little man asked. "I will give you my necklace," said the miller's daughter. The little man took the necklace. Then he sat down at the spinning wheel. Whirl, whirl, whirl. 3 times he whirled the wheel, and the work was done. Now that heap of straw was a heap of gold, and the little man went away. You want to build with your blocks? As soon as...
Leo is crying.
Yeah, the yellow one is crying. As soon as the sun came up, the king came in. He looked at the heap of gold. The king was pleased. "You have done well," he said to the miller's daughter. "But I need more gold than that."
Leo is right here.
That's right. That evening, the king took the miller's daughter into a bigger room. There was nothing in the room but a chair, a spinning wheel, and a great big heap of straw. "Now spin," said the king. "If you do not spin all the straw into gold by morning, you must die." The king locked the door and went away. He didn't offer anything to eat. He wasn't a gentleman to her, nothing. Again, the poor miller's daughter was all alone. She looked at all that straw. She did not know what to do, so she began to cry. Again the door opened, and the little man came in. "Good evening, miller's daughter," he said. What will you give me if I spin all the straw into gold?" "I will give you my ring," said the miller's daughter. The little man took the ring. He sat down and spun the wheel. Whirl, whirl, whirl. 3 times he whirled the wheel. All the work was done. Now the great big heap of straw was a great big heap of gold, and the little man went away. As soon as the sun came up, the king came in. He looked at the great big heap of gold. The king was pleased. "You have done well," he said to the miller's daughter. "But I need more gold than that." That evening the king took the miller's daughter into a very big room. There was nothing in the room but a chair, a spinning wheel, and heaps of straw. "Now spin," said the king. "If you spin all the straw into gold by morning, you will be my wife." The king locked the door and went away. When the miller's daughter was all alone, the little man came in again. And he said, "Good evening, miller's daughter. What will you give me if I spin the straw into gold?" I gave you my necklace," she said. "I gave you my ring. I have nothing left to give you." "Nothing?" the little man asked. "Nothing," said the miller's daughter. And she began to cry. "Don't cry, miller's daughter," the little man said. "I will help you, but you must promise to give me something. Anything you ask," she said. "Then promise me," the little man said. "Promise me that when you are queen, you will give me your first baby." Yes, I promise," said the miller's daughter. And she thought, "Who knows if I really shall be queen? And if I am queen, who knows if I shall have a baby?" Of course she's going to have a baby. Yes, she said again. "I promise." The little man sat down and spun the wheel. Whirl, whirl, whirl. 3 times he whirled the wheel, and the work was done. Now these heaps and heaps of straw were heaps and heaps of gold, and the little man went away. As soon as the sun was up, the king came in. He looked at the heaps and heaps of gold. The king was very pleased. He looked at the miller's beautiful daughter. "My dear," said the king, "we will be married this very day." And so the miller's daughter became queen. A year later, the king and queen had a beautiful baby. That's why up and out was the style, because of the crowns. One evening, the queen was in her room playing with her baby. Suddenly, the little man came into her room. "Good evening, queen," he said. "Now give me what you promised." The queen had forgotten the little man. She had forgotten her promise, too. "What promise?" she asked. "You promised to give me your first baby," said the little man. "I cannot give you my baby," said the queen. "I will give you my golden necklace." But the little man shook his head. "I will give you my golden necklace and my beautiful golden ring," said the queen. So the little man shook his head. "You may have all the riches of the kingdom," she said, "but let me keep my baby." "No, queen," said the little man. "The baby is dearer to me than all the riches of the world." The queen began to cry. The little man looked at the queen. "I will give you 3 days," he said. "If in 3 days you know my name, you may keep your baby. I will come every evening for 3 evenings. Every time I will ask you if you know my name." And the little man went away. That night the poor queen could not sleep. As soon as the sun was up, the queen called for a messenger. "Messenger," she said, "go through the town. Find out all the names people have. Come back before evening and tell me all of them. And tell all to me." That evening the little man came into the queen's room. "Good evening, queen," he said. "Do you know my name?" The queen tried all the many names that her messenger had found. "Is it Al?" she asked. "No," said the little man, "that's not my name." "Is it Bill?" "No." "Is it Charlie?" "No." "Is it Dan?" "No." "Is it Ed?" "No." "Is it Fred?" "No." "Is it George?" "No." "Is it Henry?" "No, no, no, that's not my name." So they went on and on and on, but all the little man said was, "No, no, no, that's not my name." That very evening, as soon as the little man had gone away, the queen called for her messenger. "Messenger," said she, "go through the kingdom, find out all the strange names people have. Come back tomorrow before evening and tell me all to me. Hurry." On the second evening, the little man came into the queen's room. "Good evening, queen," he said. "Do you know my name?" The queen asked him all the strange names her messenger had found. "Is it Angel Face?" she asked. "No," said the little man, "that's not my name." "Is it Bump on a Lump?" "No." "Is it Diddy Dump?" "No." "Is it Bottom?" "No." "Is it Top?" "No." "Is it Skip?" "No." "Is it Hop?" "No." "Is it Goldilocks?" "No." "Is it Lucky Fox?" "No." "Is it Blustered Bust?" "No, no, no, that's not my name." And so they went on and on and on, but all the little man said was, "No, no, no, that's not my name." That evening, as soon as the little man had gone away, the queen called for her messenger. "Messenger," she said, "go out once more through the kingdom. You must find more names for me. Come back tomorrow before evening and tell me all to me. Hurry." Here he goes. On the 3rd day, it was almost evening when the messenger came back. "I could not find any new names for you," he said. "Not any new names?" asked the queen. "Not any new names at all." "Well," said the messenger, "I did find something very strange. Tell me, said the queen, and hurry. So the messenger told the queen what he had found. Last night, he said, I went up high, high into the mountains. I went deep, deep into the woods, where the foxes and the hare say good night to each other. There I saw a little house. In front of a little house there was a fire, and around the little fire a tiny little man was dancing. While he was dancing, he was singing. Tomorrow my cakes I bake, tomorrow my beer I make, tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow the queen's little baby I take. Lucky she'll go, as lucky I come, for Rumpelstiltskin is my name. How happy the queen was to hear that name. Now was the third evening, and the little man came again. Good evening, queen, he said. Do you know my name? Tell me, is it Tom? Said the queen. The queen asked. No. Let me see. Is it Dick? No. Well, let me think. Is it Harry? No. The little man laughed, and he shook his head. No, no, that's not my name. Then tell me, asked the queen, could it be, is it perhaps Rumpelstiltskin? How angry the little man was. The devil must have told you, he cried. The devil himself, as he stomped so hard with his right foot and made a deep hole in the floor. Oh, he was angry. He stamped hard with his left foot too, and he fell deep into the earth. No one has seen him since. The end. You want another book?
No.
Keep the lights burning, Abby. You want to do this one instead?
No.
5 Little Monkeys?
Mm-hmm.
5 Little Monkeys reading in bed. After Mama reads... I think this is such a bad angle. Oh, you can still see her. Okay. After Mama reads bedtime stories to her 5 little monkeys, she says, lights out, sweet dreams. But the 5 little monkeys still want to read. They chose a very funny book. This makes them laugh so loud that Mama hears them. Ha 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 ha, hee 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 hee, ha 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 ha, hee 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 hee, ha ha hee ha, hee hee ha ha. Excuse me, says Mama. Lights out, sweet dreams. No more monkeys reading in bed. So the 5 little monkeys turn out the lights, but they still want to read. They chose their favorite scary story. Ah, yikes! Ooh, oh no, eek! Shh. This is the best, scariest book. They scream.
They don't.
Ooh, so loud that Mama hears them. Eee, yikes! Shh. Excuse me, she says. I say no more monkeys reading in bed. She picks up the book. You can read tomorrow. Lights out, sweet dreams, and no more squeaks, because I am going to bed. Oh my, aye! This is the best, scariest book I've ever read. Ooh, oh no! As her 5 little monkeys pick on her reading in bed. Keep the lights burning, Abby. Keep the lights burning, Abby.
That is funny.
It is.
That is funny.
Abby looked at the lighthouse windows. Waves washed up on the rocks below.
It's right into the food.
It did go right into the food. Out at sea, a ship sailed safely by.
Right in the cup.
Will you sail to town today, Papa? Abby asked. Yes. Captain Burgess answers. Mama needs medicine. The lights need oil. We need food. The weather is good now. It is safe to go in Puffin. But what if you don't get back today? Asked Abby. Who will take care of the lights? Papa smiled. You will, Abby. Oh, no, Papa, said Abby. I have never done it alone.
Inside the container.
Yes,
Outside.
the container. Good job. You have trimmed the wicks before, said Papa. You have cleaned the lamps and put in the oil. Mama is too sick to do it. Your sisters are too little. You must keep the lights burning, Abby. May ships count on our lighthouse. Many ships count on our lighthouse. Abby followed Papa down the stairs. Another day, she would have raced. This morning, her legs felt too heavy to run. She and Papa walked down to the shore. Their little boat, Puffin, pulled on its ropes. Captain Burgess jumped into the boat. He raised the sail. Puffin moved away from the shore. Keep the lights burning, Abby, her father called. I will, Papa, Abby cried. But the wind carried off her words. Abby watched Puffin slide out to sea.
That's my car.
Far away, she could see Matachonius Island. Matachonius. She knew Papa was a fine sailor. He could sail in rain, he could sail in fog, he could sail with wind blowing up against. He could not sail back to Matachonius Rock today. The waves would be too high for the little boat. Then she would have to care for the lights. Abby looked up. The two lighthouse towers seemed as high as the sky.
It's for your friend.
Yeah.
It's for your
Yeah. Her family's stone house sat between the towers. Not far away stood Abby's hen house. Abby went to feed her chickens. She saw the corn on the ground. She threw the corn on the ground. The hungry hens hurried to it. Abby sat on the rock and watched them. Now listen, hope, patience, and charity, she said. Don't eat it all too fast. There is not much corn left, but Papa will bring you more, Abby sighed. I hope he gets home tomorrow. I am a little afraid to care for the lights alone. Patience pecked Abby's shoe. Hope turned her head. Charity ruffled her feathers. Abby laughed. You three always make me feel better. Abby walked in the house. Esther opened the door. When is Papa coming back? She asked. This afternoon, said Abby. What if another storm starts? Asked Mashla. Don't worry, Abby told her. Papa will come back and as soon as he can. You two run and get the eggs. How is Mama? Abby asked her little sister Lydia. Still too sick to get up, Lydia answered. It's a good thing Papa went today. Mama needs medicine. And we are running out of food. Then we must be careful, said Abby. If there is another storm, Papa will not get back today. He will make it. We must make the food last.
Yeah, it's going down to the hole.
Yeah. That afternoon, Abby helped Mahala, Mila, write her letters. Esther helped Lydia cook supper. Everyone helped take care of Mama.
It looks like a friend.
It looks like a friend. Outside, the sky turned gray. The winds put white caps on the waves. Another winter storm is coming. Thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. When the sun went down, Abby put on her coat. She had to light the lamps. Abby ran up to the lighthouse steps. She stopped at the top and looked out. The waves were like big hills. The wind blew rain at the windows. She could not even see Matachonius Island. She knew Papa could not sail back. Abby was afraid. She wished her brother Benji were home, but he was away fishing. What if she could not light the lamps? Need help? Abby. She pulled up the box of matches. Her hands were stinking. She struck a match, but it went out. She struck another. That one burned. Abby held up an edge near the wick of the first lamp. The wick glowed. The light made Abby feel better. One by one, she lit the lamps. Then she went to the other lighthouse tower. She lit those lamps as well. Out at sea, a ship saw the light and steered away from the dangerous rocks.
There's a fiddle.
Where's the what?
There's a fiddle.
Where's the fiddle? Like a fiddling stick? This would be a fiddle. It's a flute. No.
Someone can play.
That night the wind blew hard. Abby could not sleep. She kept thinking about the lights. What if they went out? The ship might crash. Abby got out of bed. She put on her coat. She climbed the lighthouse steps. A good thing she did come. There was ice on the windows. The lights could not be seen. All night long, Abby climbed up and down. She scraped the ice off the windows. She checked each light. Not one went out. In the morning, the wind still blew. Waves rolled across Matronius Rock. Abby blew out each light and trimmed each wick. She cleaned each lamp. She put in more oil and she went to breakfast. Then at last she went to bed.
For the xylophone.
Yeah, it is for the xylophone. For over a week, the wind roared. The wind and the rain roared. For a while, the family had to move into the strong towers. One morning, water ran under the door. My chickens, Abby cried. They will be washed away. Don't go outside, said Lydia. You'll be washed away too. Abby picked up a basket. I go outside every night, she said. I haven't been washed away yet. She opened the door. Water splashed into the room. Abby ran out into the rain. She waded to the hens. She put Patience under her arm. She pushed Hope and Charity into the basket. Just then, she heard another big wave coming. It sounded like a train. Abby raced to the tower. Open the door, she yelled. Lydia opened the door and Abby ran inside. Oh, look, Marla cried. Look there, the sea is coming. The waves crashed into Matronius Rock and washed away the hen house. The girls pushed the door shut. Then the waves hit it. Abby felt the lighthouse shake. She was shaking too. They had shut the door just in time. Day after day, it stormed and rained. Abby wished it would stop. She was tired of the wind, she was tired of the waves, she was tired of climbing the lighthouse steps. And she was tired of eggs. The only thing left to eat was eggs, and Abby was sick of them. Then one morning, the waves seemed smaller. The sky was not so black. The wind did not blow so hard. Late that afternoon, the girls heard a voice outside. It was Papa. They ran to him. He carried in boxes. There was medicine for Mama. There was oil for the lamps. There was mail. There was food. And there was corn for Abby's chicken. I was afraid for you, said Papa. Every night I watched for the lights. Every night I saw them. Then I knew you were all right. Abby smiled. I kept the lights burning, Papa. She kept the lights burning. Wanted you to stay in line? Stay in line. Stay in line. 12 girls and boys set off for the zoo. Last trip today, Greenville Petting Zoo. 6 pairs of children lined up 2 by 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
9, 10, 11, 12,
E12.
13.
Everyone groaned when the teacher said, "Class, please stay in line. Do not run ahead." But staying together turned out to be fun. There were so many ways that it could be done. 12 children marched out the doors. 3 rows of children marched out in 4s. 4, 8, 12. 12 boys and girls climbed into the bus and sat 3 by 3 without any fuss. 3 rows of 4. At the zoo, the children skipped through the gate. There was 1 line of 4 and 1 line of 8. Then 12 happy children, each with a smile, skipped towards the hen house. They skipped single file. The whole class wanted to look at the chicks, so they crowded around them in 2 rows of 6. At the llamas, the children could see for themselves that the best way to stand in 1 row of 12. Look at that llama stealing his food. Later, the children got down on their knees to play with the bunnies in 2s and 3s. Then, all in a bunch, the class fed the pigs lunch, gave the ponies some oats, and petted the goats. By the time they had seen every inch of the zoo, there were only one thing the kids wanted to do. "You all must be tired," the teacher guessed. "Why don't you relax now and take a short rest?" So 12 tired children plopped down in a heap, and still together they fell fast asleep. All right, what do you want to do, Karina? Is this for me? You are S-T-U-V.
No.
Good girl, baby.
I have somewhat hours out of the day. I
holding my
need to
daughter.
divert to the child.
And I am feeding her. You can wait until later when she's not nursing anymore.
Mm-hmm.
One of those loose women in Louisiana gonna learn how to make you coffee?
This. You record this. Go ahead.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Wanna go to Louisiana?
Let's double back to you admitting that you never do your job anymore.
I do my job. I'm doing it right now. Feeding
No.
my daughter.
No, that is just one of your jobs. I have that job too. I have to take care of my child too. I also have to work and support a household.
Mm-hmm.
You're only doing one of those two things. Ever.
My daughter is going to be little once. Right now she is eating.
Mm-hmm.
You could back off a little bit and wait till she's done eating.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Or I could just go get myself some breakfast sandwiches.
Or you could go in the kitchen and make yourself some eggs.
Really?
Corned beef and hash.
With the one frying pan we have? No, thank you. I cannot make eggs with one frying pan. Especially with this shitty one that you have that's all fucked up. Everything sticks to that pan. I'm not trying to make eggs in it.
Nothing
And I'm not
sticks
going to
to
cook
it.
eggs in a soup pot either, like you do. I need a frying pan.
We have frying pan.
And I do weird things like I make omelets that actually taste good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't just throw a bunch of eggs into a soup pan and let them turn into plastic. I'm just saying.
Let me watch my
You're
documentary.
gonna sit here and make me
on
feel like an
Maxed
asshole
Out.
for expecting you to do your job. I'm gonna make you feel like an asshole for doing it poorly.
Let me watch a documentary called Maxed Out. You just woke up a little while ago. I tried to wake you up
For the
early.
next couple of hours.
You could start for the next
You had
half an
all
hour.
day to make some food.
I've been playing with my
You could've
child.
gotten
My
some
child
coffee
just
ready
fell
or
asleep.
made me some tea or something.
Why isn't my job to take care of you hand and foot?
Because I'm sick and I take care of you every day of the year. 365 and a quarter days of the year I take care of you.
Fine.
Expecting you to put forth a little bit of effort that you're supposed to do every day anyway when I'm sick is really not that big of a deal.
Fine, let me do
I'm
it.
actually expecting you to do your job for once, and it's because I'm sick. That's
Let
what's
me-
going on. Let's make this clear for your viewers. That's what's going on here. I'm not expecting you to do this. I don't ask you to do this most of the time. I'm only asking you to maybe, make me some tea or something, or eggs or something, because it's Sunday. I've been trying to spend time with you guys for the past week. I've been sick or covered in fucking poison ivy, swollen up, and you motherfuckers have chosen every goddamn day to go out everywhere without hanging out with me. You've ignored me. You've gone out everywhere. And then you sit around and you ask me questions like, oh, you want to come with us? Let's see, my eyes puffed shut. I'm hacking up fucking blood out of my lungs. And you're telling me that I should go to some dumbass festival in the middle of nowhere where you got sick in the first place. That cold that I have right now is because you motherfuckers won't sit still. You don't do your job. You did your job more often, you'd go out less.
I know.
I know.
A lot
You
less.
never do your job.
That's why I want to go out.
If I went out more often, I wouldn't do my job at all. We wouldn't have a house.
You're gonna wake my baby up. She's still eating.
I'm not going to wake her up. I'm talking to you.
Uh-huh.
You're the one who's denying reality.
It's
You can
hard
just admit that you're wrong.
To take care of a baby and a cat myself, and you hand and foot. I will make you food after my documentary
You're not
maxed
just bad
out.
at it.
Mm-hmm.
You sure? You're not just bad at it?
Sure. My baby's moving.
You get so angry, and I'm like, oh, could you make me some tea? You expect me to do something? Yeah. You sit here all fucking week and you sleep till noon? Yeah. I expect you to make me some tea when I'm sick. I'm sorry. I'm an asshole.
I'll make you tea in a little bit.
You guys are sick and covered in poison ivy, and I got you over here yelling at me because I expect you to do something with your day.
I'll make you stuff in a little bit.
That's fine. I'm not rushing you. I'll probably just...
Alright, well, since James is home, I am still actually feeding my daughter. She's laying down and sleeping. But he came in and he's throwing tantrums because he wants food and he can't make anything. So I have to leave my child, and I need to go and feed my other child, basically. It's really, really sad. And he's like, I'm going to start using her as an excuse, too.
You already do. You say that you're watching her when you're watching TV, doing nothing, and she's playing a game next to you. I'm watching her. No, you're not. You're not watching her. You're watching TV. You don't want to move because you like to sit. But, yeah. Just be grateful for what I have. But, yeah. I watched this documentary called Maxed Out while Karina's nursing and sleeping. But it's just about, like, the foreclosures on all the houses and stuff. And, you know, how they give credit cards to so many people who just can't afford them in order to make money off of them until they die. So, yeah. It's all a scam. And really, don't get credit cards. Don't sign your life away like that. If you can't afford something, just don't buy it. You know, it's easy to live with no money if you're willing to go to thrift shops and you're willing to, you know, find things that are free and wait for free giveaways and rummage through other people's stuff that they're throwing out. You know, there's always free stuff around and about, and you just have to throw away your pride and be like, you know, this is who I am, this is what I am. This is what I can afford. I can't afford anything else. And, you know, just do what you have to do. Everyone is poor around you. I mean, it looks like they're not a lot, but guaranteed they're living off of credit cards. Like yesterday, the lady was like, well, I come from an affluent family. I want to be like, really? You come, how? How do you come from, like, you could pay all your bills? You don't have a house payment? You don't have student loans? You don't have, you know, anything like that? No car notes? Like, actually affluence? Or are you coming from a family that's really good with juggling credit cards? Like, because actual affluence, I doubt your son would be in the Marine Corps. You know, and she has a different dynamic of what family is in comparison to what I do. I mean, I think that she's still holding on to way too much. And I don't think she has her own interest in the hobbies. But whatever. I mean, she's not me, and I can't be like, maybe some therapy would help. You know, no. So, whatever. It's fine. But it's just crazy. They send in the poor to fight the richest battles over oil, over nothing. Like, we're killing other human beings. She started talking about drones, sending in drones to kill people. No, you shouldn't have drones to kill other people. You should be able to talk it out. You should be able to be like, look, you know, hi, this is us. Or just leave people alone. You know, leave people do their own thing. Why are we messing with people halfway around the world to what? Show them democracy and Jesus? They have their own culture. They have their own people. They have their own Allah. They have their own God. Leave people alone to do what they're doing. Mind your own goddamn business. You know, I don't see what the issue is. Like, America's sinking. And it's sinking hard, and it's sinking. It's going to be sinking fast. It's been sinking the last number of decades. I mean, we're in way too much debt. And we can't pay it off. Our whole entire nation's in debt. Here comes James again. I'm creating a couple more minutes. Okay, well, she's roasting, I think. Maybe not. He's gonna have to wait for his food. I can't leave her. And he's just being selfish. James, you know I got bread, right? James. Well, you can make peanut butter and jelly and stuff like that, too. There's chicken, there's lunch meat, tuna fish. I'll be out in a little bit when Karina's done nursing. Alright, I transplanted all my plants that were in my windowsill and the one that was right here, the mum. Yeah.
Oh no.
They'll be fine.
No, they're gonna die.
James, they'll be fine. That's what you're meant to do, is plant them outside. And then, see, they're all planted. You can see the newly dug up spots. And look at my garden's coming in so well. So,
See? Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It goes all the way up the line. I am so proud of this. Plus, you can see where I planted them. Because they're starting to, like, you know, really use the window as guidance to stay up. So you can see they're not really staying up on their own yet. They will tomorrow or the next day. It'll be okay. Everything has a shot and everything's out of my house. I'm glad. I honestly feel kind of like crying. I feel like I'm opening cans like a rich person. Look at that. It just opens. It just actually opens. And my hands don't hurt after opening a can. It used to be so hard to prepare stuff with those little, you can see this. Not really. But look at this. If you don't have an electric can opener, get yourself one. Especially if you're opening a lot of cans. That's amazing. It's absolutely bonkers to me. I feel so blessed. I feel so blessed. We have so much canned food, and we eat a lot of canned food, and my hands, I just, you know, poor people work blue-collar jobs, and you know, one of those is packing trucks and stuff like that, so you use your hands a lot until you wear them out, and then you can't do the job anymore. And yeah, it's really, I feel like such a rich, I feel so blessed to be able to get this can opener. And I was able to get this can opener because we moved here. And, you know, we're actually in some debt right now from the car because we decided to keep it, and, like, we didn't really have an option. We don't have another choice. But we have to pay off the car people next week, I believe. I need to call the people who took the Jeep and make sure they have our address right because we haven't received a payment from them yet. And I was going to use that money to pay off the rest of the money that we owe to the car because we owe $500 to the car insurance. Cars, man, right? They get you down. And I need some way to pay that, so. But well, if you don't have an electronic can opener and you're like the only can opener in your house with like little hand one, get yourself, you know, a fancy smancy one that just opens the cans for you. You'll feel very blessed. But I need a bowl. I need to find one. Oh, there's only one cherry left in there. But yeah, we are so lucky. I'm so blessed. We have so many great things. You know. Throw those outside. Yeah, I'm just doing dishes and making lunch and stuff like that. I'm gonna make sandwiches and I'll make soup. James is still sick. He doesn't feel well still. And I know he wants food, like, as soon as he gets out of the washroom, so. Tomorrow's going to be such a fun day at the Bubble Festival for Karina. James is probably not going to go because he doesn't feel good. I don't blame him. So, maybe next time he'll come to the next event with us. And I'll try and squeeze in on some bowling trips or something. He really has to stop hanging out with his friends so much if we're actually going to go out and spend money on things, because we can't float his spending habits with his friends on top of, like, spending family time. Like, dollar. He wants to live like a rich person, and I get it. I really do. It's nice to be able to go out and spend money and whatever, but we're just not there yet, you know. We might be there one day. Not there yet. Yes, Angel. Mama's making food. You want food? Are you hungry?
Mm-hmm.
You're not hungry? You don't want a sandwich?
This.
You want this? This is what she wants. You want creamer? Because you like creamer? I know you like it. You want it in a cup? Yeah. How about you have a sandwich, okay?
I don't like it.
You don't like it? You don't like sandwiches.
I like it.
You like this, so now you only like this and you don't like anything else. You don't want soup in a sandwich. You just want creamer. There you go. You have a little bit of original creamer. Why not? Why not, baby? If it makes you happy. Let me get you a spoon. Okay. Look at that. You actually like it?
Yeah.
Do you? She's standing on the step stool, so she's standing right next to her. She does like creamer. She's had it once before in a cup. Just whatever. She can have it. It's not gonna hurt her.
I put coffee maker in the water.
Yeah, you put water in the coffee maker to make water and coffee beans for Papa, right? And it makes out the coffee, the black coffee, and we add creamer and sugar to it for Papa because he likes it nice and light.
And sugar.
It's not sugar, it's creamer. Johnny eating sugar, no Papa. Johnny telling lies, no Papa. Alright. No Papa.
Johnny telling lies.
I already gave you vitamins today. I can't give you any more. You only get 2. 2 vitamins a day, okay?
Green is all.
Karina's all wet, Angel.
Mm-hmm.
All wet.
And it's off the step.
You get off the step stool, yeah.
I got it.
You got it. My good girl. Of course you got it. Oh, there goes another Sid. You okay? You got it? I have to go plant my other 2 gardens. If I don't do it soon, I'm never going to do it this season. I really want to get it done.
I got down to sweet seed wood.
I'm not going to step on you. You're okay. Okay, let's get out some mayonnaise and some spices. What, Angel?
Yeah, it's her baby.
You're my baby? That's her baby? Are you my baby? You are my baby. You're my best baby, you know that? You You're my only baby. Your mama's one and only baby. Mama's so happy that she had you.
I'm so happy to eat my creamer.
I'm glad, Angel. I'm glad.
I'm glad to eat my.
Mama's just happy that you're happy and you're healthy and that you're alive and you're here. This world is really, really tough sometimes. I'm just happy that I have you and Papa and Squish. We're all very blessed to have each other.
I'm missing dress.
Yeah.
And stew. I'm missing soup.
You're gonna get soup? Yeah, you're gonna get a type of soup, whatever one you want, okay? You pick one out, Mama will make it for you. I don't think we have any in the refrigerator anymore. Let me double check. Are you going back to watch Sid?
Get one.
Johnny telling lies. No, Papa.
You want to pick one?
Yeah. You want to pick one of the soups? You can pick any soup you want, Angel.
I don't like that soup.
You don't like that kind of soup? Well, there's different types of soup in there. You pick whatever one you want.
Like,
Yeah, put the cowboy there.
that is how he.
Yeah, it is his cow feet. Yes, it is.
I grew William for his boots.
Yeah.
That's his arm. To grab his hat. I got it. Help.
You need help.
I got help for a boy to go on the right to
No. Alright, what type of soup do you want, Angel? Do you want chicken noodle soup? Or do you want tomato soup? Squish isn't going to take your creamer. You want to tell him, no, it's your creamer. He's not even interested in it. He doesn't want it. Put this one over here. I doll it. No, Papa. Alrighty. No, actually, you know what? I'll just use a different. Alright, baby. Watch out. Watch out. Mama's going to put stuff away. Oh.
I got the door.
You got the door. Oh my.
I got the handle.
You got the handle on the door? Seems like you got everything covered. Whoa! Oh, I broke it. Alright, I fixed it. Alright, go ahead. Whoa, you got it? Good job.
I got to put the
Yeah, you got to push the refrigerator. That's right.
by myself.
By yourself, yeah.
I was
Alright, so this is what happens every day. We have a meal, I do some dishes, looks okay. We have a meal. Back to square one again with the dishes. I really want a dishwasher one day. Yeah, this is what I'm going to be doing now. Alright, I am going through clothing to give away. Anything that's under two teen under, I'm getting rid of. So I'm going to offer them out to Eva. If Eva doesn't want them, I'm going to give them back to counseling. So this is what I'm doing for right now. Baby, what do you got?
So what are these?
I'm doing the laundry. Look at all the extra hangers we got from Karina's bedroom. And look at this, we got a bag of clothes to give away. I'm actually afraid of these little vents here. I'm afraid a bunch of bugs are going to come in with it. What do you got, Karina? What are you giving away? I wish you wouldn't wear that. You're going to hurt your arms. Like, look at this side's all tangled.
No.
Hey, I know, baby. Do you want an owl? Come on.
You're not supposed to wear it.
You're not supposed to wear it like. Come on, get it off of you. Take it off of you.
I'm coming. No. Just do this.
There you go.
There you go. I was about to say, just pop the little thing out.
Ugh, this thing has to come off.
She does not fit.
Put it down.
I'm just gonna
Put it down. What?
I'm just gonna cut the straps off.
Probably. I was actually thinking about selling this. I could get $20 for it. Alright, Karina, what do you got? Free samples and free samples? Karina? She was going around saying free samples. I missed it. I missed it. I missed it, my baby.
You want Papa cook? You want Papa to hold you? He cannot hold you and cook at the same time.
Especially because it's on the front burner, Karina. You gotta go down. It's hot, yep.
Yeah, Papa's putting in the water, okay? Samples, Papa gets to keep them? What's this? More free samples? More free samples? You're dropping free samples all over the floor behind you.
Karina, what are your free samples today?
There you go.
Karina, what are your
Good
free
girl.
samples? Are they hard salami like today at the store?
Are you looking at the spatial reasoning on this child?
Mm-hmm.
She found an empty spot, put it in the empty spot. This is very purposefully. 1 here, 1 here, 2 here because 2 fit, 2 here because 2 fit. I wager if she has more, she'd probably eventually try 3 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
It's a sign of intelligence, is all I'm saying.
I know.
She's utilizing the space carefully. I mean, these things appear to be randomly put in there, but like this, almost seems like it was done on purpose, like pattern-wise.
No, we're good at patterns.
That's your swimming jacket, yeah.
Yeah, Mama's gonna put that in the car for the swimming pool. I'm gonna put that one.
Swimming tomorrow?
No, we're not going
You
to.
are, aren't you? And I'm just gonna miss it.
No, we're going to a bubble show tomorrow.
I know. I don't need to do anything.
Still doing clothes. I'm on like my fifth load or something. See that red in there? That is crayon. Happened to be a red crayon. And I've ruined like this entire batch of clothes because there's a crayon in the pocket somewhere. Looks like a blood stain. It's not. It's crayon. But that bites.